Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I am doing a reading for Virgo. This is the WTF reading. It's for when ish is all effed up. There's still Mercury in the Gatorade. So, yeah, let's see what's going on for Virgo. I just put some prosperity dust on the table. Remember that this is timeless, and let's just dive in. Let's start with the Moonology deck. So the way this works is I'm going to pick cards for the spread is what the actual F question mark exclamation point. So I'll pull a card for each of those and then clarify. So we have what is the situation. Don't let your past hold you back. South mode. Yeah, South node. Something's holding you back. Your past is holding you back somehow. What's the challenge? Which is a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Possibly having a hard time resolving something. Maybe from the past. Actual, what is real? Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Well, that's good. You may be struggling, but you're doing the work, and it's going to get you where you want to go. F, what is wrong? Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Maybe you need to spend a little more time going within. Question mark, where do you need more info? Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Authenticity is your friend. What can you do? Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. We'll find out what that means exactly, but you have it in your power to resolve this, even though it's challenging. Going with the Lightseers deck. So what is this? What is this about? Let it in the past hold you back. What happened in the past? Why is it holding you back? We've got the Hierophant. Taurus energy, Judgment, Scorpio, sometimes Libra, Three of Wands in reverse. Kitty for all of a sudden. Kitty for confirmation, and we have some kitty sounds as well. They're a little bit spunky this morning, running around like crazy. So it's possible that you could have been married or in some kind of long-term higher level of commitment. If it's not that, it could have been something that you actually did that you felt was going to elevate you, was going to get you to the top somehow, because, you know, looking at the Hierophant here, he's down at the bottom of the staircase, and up at the top is some kind of light mandala thing. Yeah, feeling really good, really happy. And there's this Judgment here. Judgment with Three of Wands in reverse. It's like you were patient until you weren't. It's like you were hanging out thinking you were going to get to where you wanted to go, get to the top somehow, and then realized that you weren't getting there fast enough. Suddenly you started to feel impatient. My throat chakra is closing. Maybe this had something to do with self-expression. Where, yeah, maybe you were just kind of hanging out thinking everything was going to fall into place, but then as you started to review and look at the reality of the situation, you started to realize that you wanted to get there faster. You wanted to, or get there in a new way, a different way. So he's hanging out, right? He's at the bottom of the stairs. He's laughing, looking happy, feeling pretty good. Here, it's like her spirit is rising up. A part of her that is not held down by the 3D reality. And so something about wanting to take the fast track to the top. Because hanging out down here, it was a grand idea. You knew you were shown the way, you knew the way, but you realized you need more than your physical body. Maybe this is like a spiritual awakening, spiritual ascension that made you very impatient. And I don't know, maybe you needed to rethink something. I mean, Hermit in reverse. It's your energy. Yeah, it's like 3 of Wands in reverse, Hermit in reverse. It's like you were, maybe you were waiting for something and you finally were like, okay, I'm done. I have done all the introspection I can. I'm ready to get back out there and not wait for something. I'm gonna go after what I want. But somehow this is holding you back. Maybe it has to do with the fact that you didn't actually get what you wanted, even though you felt like you were on the right track, and that has caused you to feel a little bit, I don't know, stuck or something. Or just because it didn't happen the way you thought, or in the time you thought it should happen, doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It's like, don't give up before it's done. It's not done yet. Because it hasn't, what you want, you haven't gotten it yet. Or it's like you started and then you reached a plateau and felt like, oh, well, nothing's going to happen from here. But you need to keep going somehow. Okay. Yeah, maybe you felt like it was a lonely journey. Maybe you decided you'd rather give up on that so that you could come back into the world of connection. And I don't know. Let's keep going. So the challenge, gonna go with the Tarot of Transcendence. The personal issue reaches resolution. So it's challenging resolving this personal issue. The High Priestess in reverse. For me as a reader, that is all water signs, Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces. Queen of Wands, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Knight of Wands. Who are all these people? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. Maybe there's personal issue. This has something to do with speaking up. Speaking your your truth. Yeah. It's like you keep getting choked up. It's like showing the world the real you is challenging. You've been holding it all together. You've been presenting some, it's not necessarily a facade, but it's, you know, one aspect of yourself. And you're realizing, or maybe you're having trouble coming to terms with the fact that by not speaking up, being, you know, out there, loud and proud, authentic, is actually, has been, it's kept you stuck. It's like kept your wheel spinning, but not getting anywhere. And you're gaining some kind of clarity about this. You're seeing through the illusion. It's like, you are very, I feel like this Queen of Wands is you. I feel like you are really, you're a lot more confident than you give yourself credit for. And it's almost like you've been in this mindset of fake it till you make it for so long that you keep thinking you're faking it, but you've actually, like, you've made it in spades. Like, you've gotten there and then some. But for some reason, this Knight of Wands, what is this Knight of Wands? Seven of Wands in reverse. It's like you were defensive toward someone and you finally have decided, or you need to let them in. It's like you are holding, you've been holding someone or some energy back. The World in reverse. You need closure. You need closure and to put down your defenses in regards to somebody who is not quite at your level. Knight versus a queen. But it's like maybe you thought that someone was a player or someone acted that way in the past, but you maybe they're coming in wanting to make amends. I mean, I don't necessarily see that, but you know, with the Knight of Wands upright, that shows that it's somebody who, they have good intentions, and you know, they're really fun, and they could be really flirty, and they've got all of this passion and drive to express that passion. I mean, it could be even be an aspect of you, but I kind of feel like this is somebody else coming in where you're hanging out. You're the Queen of Wands. You know, you're in this very feminine energy, and by the way, there's no gender in tarot. This is just energy. Anybody can embody this, but You know, you're hanging out, you are waiting to receive, and someone's coming in here, and you've gained some kind of clarity because you understand that you need closure. You understand that you need closure, and to put your defenses down. This is a part of what has kept your wheels spinning, kept you stuck. This is the personal issue, is possibly speaking your truth to someone, or realizing that a part of being authentic, a part of, let's see, why you were holding back was because you perceived something to be a certain way. And I don't know. This one's a little confusing. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let me go with the Tarot of the Divine. So, actual. What's real? We have your hard work is paying off. 4 of Wands in reverse. 2 of Wands. The Star, Aquarian energy. There's something about leaving again, like something that was not harmonious, leaving a long-term connection, leaving, I mean, you could have even like left your house behind and decided to move in a new direction. Now this guy, he's got 2 heads, 2 faces even. 1 head, 2 faces. And each hand is holding a different kind of staff. So there's a choice here. There's something about this could be a part of, like, one head is looking at the past, one is looking at the future. And you're in between, you're caught in between. You're looking at the past and something that broke down, you know, was not harmonious, right? And looking toward, another part of you is looking toward the future and your wish fulfillment and healing. And you're kind of smack in between the 2 of these. What you dream about, what you want, versus where you were and what you had as a physical reality. And your hard work is really examining these 2 things, and figuring out, I think figuring out what it is that you want, that's a part of the hard work. Your hard work is paying off because you're allowing, well, to an extent, you're allowing yourself to look at the past versus the future, or what happened versus what you want. Thing is, though, what's wrong is this meditate and contemplate. Going with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. What is this meditate and contemplate? Why is this wrong? Temperance, Sagittarian energy. Move these over. A lot of major arcana here also. So there's like a big shift that is happening for you, which makes sense, like why you might feel confused, why you might have trouble expressing yourself, because you're in this, it feels like you're in this in between and you're trying to figure things out. 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands in reverse again. Okay, so it's like you've been trying to find your balance. In this card in particular, one of the birds is flying away, one is here, and she is looking at the one that is here. There's, it's like you've let something go. Someone or something has flown away, and there's a feeling of loss here. Regret, remorse, if you feel like, you caused this, or whatever. It's like there's this, it's a sadness. It's like trying to keep something alive that needed to end, it's like closing out that cycle, right? That was a part of the challenge here. And and you're very, again, with the impatience and feeling like this could even have to do with a mindset where you feel like at one time you thought that everything, what you wanted was coming in for you, and you were ready and waiting, and you've maybe let that idea go because of this loss, feeling like, oh, I'm never going to get what I want. Why bother? But again, there's this impatient, because three of wands is a very patient energy and waiting, and this is like, in reverse. It's like, okay, I want something to hurry up, or it's like looking in a different direction. Okay, forget it. I'm not waiting anymore. And so you maybe meditating and contemplating is going to help you come to terms, overcome this loss, whatever has left, and help you. See, her eyes are closed though. Like, she's sort of turned to this bird, but it's like she's looking down. And so it's like you're not even fully paying attention to what's here for you. You're thinking about what you want, but it's tied to the past, which has already gone. And so needing to meditate and contemplate maybe why you feel so impatient, or why you're struggling against what is, or something like this, because you may have like incurred some kind of like physical difficulties, like financial, or maybe you've had some kind of health issues, or something that kind of cut your legs out from under you. Okay, well, so where you need more info, show the world the real you. Let me get some cards from my black deck. Show the world the real you. Ten of Cups. Judgment again. And the Devil in reverse, Capricorn energy. Okay. Where you need more info. I think this is speaking to how, like, this Ten of Cups is kind of what you've been looking toward the future for, what you desire, long-term, emotional wish fulfillment, the family, that really like sweet happily ever after energy, right? And really like looking at, assessing, like there's something about renewing. I just got renewing vows. Maybe there is something to this past thing. Maybe you need some kind of closure, and maybe by opening up to that, assuming there's some kind of like dialogue or connection between you in the past, maybe there's going to be some kind of what's the word, reconciliation. And there's with the devil in reverse, this is overcoming some kind of, it could be just about anything, you know, addictions, toxicity of some kind, negative thinking, it's like the redemption or the renewal or the reconciliation comes from releasing your fear about showing up authentically as yourself. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, I haven't used this deck in a while. Yeah, I'll use this one. Oh, there's a card that went missing. What was that? King of Wands. That wasn't part of the deck. King of Wands. And we have Queen of Wands here. King of Wands was hanging out somewhere else. Not a part of the story, but maybe that's someone who is coming in. Anyway, what can you do? What can you do? Conclusions are within reach. 7 of Wands in reverse again. Dropping those defenses. That is really going to help you. Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Focusing on taking each step, bite-sized pieces, just doing just enough to get you to the next step, to the next part. Yeah, and being very deliberate and persevere. And also the Knight of Pentacles is incredibly patient. So much so that he can practically stand still, just making sure he's getting it right. That very next step is correct. And if it isn't correct, if he decides it's wrong, he will backtrack, or he will pivot, and he will try something new. He's always assessing, and he's the one knight you actually can rely on. 4 of Swords in reverse. It is time. Yeah, it is time to come out of hiding. I don't know if hiding is the right word. Like, I feel like you've spent some time really trying to heal and go within. You're still struggling. You're still working through something. But I think you know more than you're giving yourself credit for. You're much further along than you think you are. And the kind of that secret ingredient, it's not so secret, is to just keep going. Keep meditating and contemplating. Keep looking at this part of yourself that is stuck to the past, that hasn't gotten closure that you wish you had, that you possibly feel impatient about not getting, or that you want to have, that you want to get. It's about showing up authentically and just being like, this is who I am, this is how I feel, this is what I want, and it's complicated, and that's okay. We are human, we are complicated beings, and that is just that's the fact. Those are the facts. and so just really focusing on also the Knight of Pentacles is on a mission to create stability, and it's like what you want to do is, rather than try to protect or resurrect something that has died or is dying, to build up whatever loss you have incurred, to focus on building yourself back up and getting yourself into a place where you are stable and ultimately prosperous, successful. The Knight of Pentacles is so good at that. And then you go from the Knight to the King, you know, from having gone on that journey and learned what you needed. And conclusions are within reach as you do this. As you step out, you start to shine your light. You own this Queen of Wands energy, and you say, okay, hey world, here I am. I'm, you know, and you are very humble, and yet it's like, it's very important for you to just like say, okay, yeah, I'm awesome. Like, acknowledge it, speak it to the world. Because you have something special to bring, and you knowing that is what is going to really help you to come to some kind of conclusion. So, what should I finish with? I'll finish. Yeah, no. All right. I'm going with the Four of Spirits. I love this deck, and you may be blessed by a typo. Ooh, Fire Elemental. Ignite change. Burn away the old and forge a new path to face the world with purpose and determination. Yeah, there it is. This is about releasing the past. Letting yourself have closure. Even if you don't get it, you know, if you're waiting for an apology or you're waiting for someone to come back, it's like, it's letting that go. Giving yourself the closure so that you can move forward. Face the world with purpose and determination. Knight of Pentacles, all about purpose and determination. Full Moon, release. In this moment of completion and illumination, release what no longer serves you. Don't let the past hold you back. Full Moon. We have a full moon coming up as I'm doing this. Full moon in Aquarius. Yeah, it's like a culmination energy. It's like you've been focusing on what you want, and you are actually, that energy is helping to manifest. It's just releasing the past. It's like that's the key to help really move you forward. Bear spirit, untamed spirit. Allow yourself to run wild and free as you explore your own fierce but gentle nature. Yeah, this is about being authentic and wild. Like, yeah, letting yourself show up, and in that kind of Queen of Wands, like bold, dynamic, confident energy, looking good, feeling good. That's the change. Releasing the past and moving toward the future, where you're open to whatever. And you're not waiting for anything or anybody. It's like you're focused on you, and you're focused on the moment, knowing that you're going to get where you want to go. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.